Hello, welcome to my channel, and I'd just like to say a warm welcome to all my new subscribers. This is the Lynn Noakes from Lynn's Shabbylicious is currently holding a Christmas journal page challenge. I will pop her channel below in the comments below so that you can check her channel out and what her challenge is all about. Basically, she wants to make a Christmas journal, and she asked if people would send in journal pages. It could be Christmas, wherever your Christmas is. Mine I've chosen shabby pink Christmas because I just love the shabby chic colours. The paper digital kits that I've used are My Porch Prints. There's quite a few collections that Stephanie has, and a few off the top of my head I've used are the Pink Christmas Fussy Cuts, the Yummy Pink Christmas Junk Journal Kit, Shabby Pink Christmas Junk Journal Kit, Shabby Pink Christmas Collage Papers, and the Shabby Pink Christmas Flip-Flop Kit, because the flip-flop kit had some nice pink colours that went really nice with the Shabby Christmas. Some of the elements I shrunk down by printing either 2 to a page, or some of them, if I wanted the really small elements, I shrank down to 4 to a page. So I'll just get started. I will also mention that the templates that I've used throughout the journal page are from Genevieve Designs. She does a lot. She's got a huge collection of paper templates, which I will do a flip through of the page first, and at the end of the video I will go through the templates that I've used and explain a bit more about the templates as well that I used to create the page, as I've had quite a few questions asking how they were put together. So I'll begin. So at the front there's 2 doors created from the templates. It opens up, and inside we have the little ticket stubs that are from, I can't actually remember from which kit everything comes from, because I literally printed everything out, cut it out and used it that way. And so inside we have 2 envelopes. Both of these come from Stephanie's templates from My Porch Prints. Inside there's a number of journaling cards. I've just left blank on the back so that Lynn can journal on them or pop some photos if she wishes. So each envelope has a selection of journaling cards. All these are from My Porch Prints. This envelope, I believe, was I used the backing papers from My Porch Prints, but the template that I used was actually a template from Genevieve Designs. some ephemera, cut out ephemera elements on there. Pop those, pop into a pocket. The bow is actually part of the template as well, that comes in with the kit that you print out and cut out. I use some flat back resin gems. They're not actually what they're actually called, but then we have a magnetised band. It's actually a belly band in the templates, but I've actually used it as a closure to keep that page shut. No, folds down forward. So here we have, these were actually the journal pages, which I think I shrunk these down to 2 to a page so that they would fit as a tuck spot on the on this page. And these little elements again were either shrunk down 2 to a page or 4 to a page, so that I could get the small ones. Inside the tuck spot we have journaling cards, and I've left all these blank on the back for Lynn to do a Christmas journaling. Okay, so that's what we have in that one. Then if I turn the flip pocket that's turned over, I'll just turn that around the other side so that it's the right way around. Again, we have a pocket that's created from the templates from Genevieve Designs. They fit, because I'm in the UK, so the paper that I've used is an A4 coffee dyed paper folded in half, and these templates fit just perfectly on an A5 sheet of paper. So inside here again we have some more ephemera embellishments I've just grouped together to make a cluster with some cheesecloth, coffee dyed cheesecloth behind there. Inside we have envelopes. Again, this is a template that the backing paper is My Porch Prints. As I say, I can't remember exactly which kit. I will put links to all the kits that I used below in the description box below. A link to the Etsy kits, and so you can check them out yourself. As I say, I use a template from Genevieve Designs. Inside some more ephemera, journaling cards, left blank. I have gone over the white poinsettias. I don't know whether it's actually the light's going to pick it up, but I've gone over with a Spectrum Noir Sparkle. They're the clear sparkle pens. So it's lovely bit. And the lovely Santa, lovely pink Santa. Back in. These are actually envelopes that come from one of the kits from My Porch Prints. And inside there's just a selection of, again, more little journaling cards that some of the size that they print off at, and some of them again I've put 2 to a page so that they are smaller and they fit in the envelopes. Okay, On the edges of the page I've added it's an ivory trim with an iridescent edging on it. That trim comes from the Range. It's a UK store, so it's one of their usual ranges, so they've got that in all year round. On the front, popped some flat back gems. Camera's not actually showing it, but they're really sparkly. And I've just used a flat back resin. Okay, so that's the first page. Turn over. So now we have, this was created, I can't remember the lady who I followed off, someone on YouTube. She folds the paper up out of a A4 sheet of paper, well, any rectangle, but this one was made out of A4. You fold it up into one piece and it creates a multi-pocket tuck spots for you to put into your page. Here we have more of Stephanie's in the ephemera from the various kits. Again, that I've gone over with the Spectrum Noir Sparkle to give it some glitter and a bit of Christmas magic. Again, it's backed with a coffee dyed cheesecloth, so that's just a little cluster that's added there. Inside I've added more of Stephanie's envelopes. Some more journaling cards. Yeah. That's one of Stephanie's backing papers. I think that's one of the Christmas collage papers. That has to be one of my favourite ones, I have to say. Again, the template for the envelope is from Genevieve Designs. I will go into more detail at the end of the video about the templates and how I use them. Again, there's another envelope. With more ephemera. Beautiful images. I just love that one. That envelope is actually the purpose of it is a file folder. So from Genevieve Designs, what normally goes inside is there's a set of dividers that you put inside. There's about 3, it comes with 3, so that you can separate the different bits and pieces that you want to put in there. But for this journal I've just used it as an envelope. Again, we've got another one. Pretty much some more filled with ephemera. And another one. It's another one, envelope. From one of the Stephanie's Christmas kits. And here I've used the page as it was intended, as a journal page. extra bits just popped inside. Oops, fingers and thumbs. Okay. Trying to remember now where I actually where I had all these popped in. To the next page. We have another pocket on there that it's actually, you've got the pocket that lifts up, bits of ephemera popped in. These are all from the kit. These ones are printed on an ivory cardstock so that it actually gives a more vintage look to it, and just left plain on the back. Just tuck back in there. And that's just the closure on that I've used for that is a Velcro spot, one of those Velcro spot dots. Another flat back resin gem there. In the back, because these you can actually, it's a pocket, and it's also, you can glue it, and you can use it as a tuck pocket at the back. So in there, another envelope from Stephanie's collection. On there I've used one of the elements, it's a row of fairy lights. I've just glued that on there and used it as a tuck spot to pop more of the ephemera in, the journaling cards. Another one of the journal pages. I just love that centre. I think it's just so vintage. I just left plain. Another card that I printed on ivory cardstock to give that old vintage feel to. Again, I just printed that double-sided so that it's got the pattern of a nice vintage pattern on the inside. Oops, sorry for that. It's the craft room falling apart. Now we move on, and again that's all the pages are trimmed in this ivory trim. Okay, over to the back page. Okay, this is another element from one of the Genevieve templates. It's a flip out pocket. I'll just put some more of that trim in the middle. Use the flat back pearls or gems on the corners. Another one of those roses. Inside each pocket has a tag. Just put a little heart on that one. So that flips out. And here we have another pocket. Well, they're also used. I think I shrunk those down 2 to a page or 4 to a page on those to get them. So I've got the miniature postcards and stamps. And backed with a teeny little bit of coffee dyed cheesecloth. Again, in this pocket we have, each of the pockets come from Genevieve templates, come with the mats, the inserts and the mats for you to mat the inserts and the pockets, so that you can use any of your scrapbooking papers or your digital kits. Just left that back plain. Again, some journaling pages. From the kit. Another envelope. Filled with more ephemera and journaling cards. On the back of this page, I don't know whether it's going to pick it up, but I've embossed with holographic script. It's a very chunky, very chunky page. So Lynn, I hope it's actually going to fit into your journal when it's finished, because I didn't know when to stop, so it's actually turned into a little journal all by itself. So, oh, I did have a lady ask about whether this was braid or a printable. It's actually peel-offs that I've used, and they're just called fine line border peel-offs. They're available on Amazon. You can get this. I don't think there's any particular brand. These ones I just got from the craft shop. So they come in. There's the silver one. There's a selection. You can have silver or gold. What I will say is, if you want it as like a straight edge, if it's just to go around the edging, you can pick. There's the ones where they come, it's a straight, it has a straight edge. I don't know if you can actually pick that up. But they're actually useful as well if you wanted to edge something, but you wanted to go, like say if you wanted to go round the edging. They actually come with, those are best done if you have like, let me just pick one up. like a chain effect. Because then what will happen, that will then bend around the edging. It will follow the contour of any edging that you're doing, whereas with the straight line peel offs, it doesn't really work with those. But again, you can get those, as I say, they come in a variety of designs that you can use. As thicker ones, or you can get the really fine ones. So if you just search for fine line border peel offs, then you should get quite a selection of peel offs that come up. As I said, they're very useful for if you want to just edge your pages or your elements. Also, I made going, it's the first time I've had to go at making one. They are quite fiddly, but I had to go at making a magic wallet, I think they're called. It's quite chunky, so it didn't actually, I couldn't fit it in the page, but Lynn, I will be sending it to you so you can do what you want with it. If you can fit it in with the journal, feel free. If not, you can just use it as is. So basically what it is, and these are all used from Stephanie's My Porch Prints images that I've used from the Christmas collection. So if you open it that way, don't know if you can actually use it because I've used a white ribbon. So we have, I'm going to just tuck that back in there to get it to work. There you go. So you have a crisscross sorry, so I bet that my daughter just popped in. We have a crisscross ribbon going across that way, if you can see that, and then you have 2 pieces of ribbon going across that way on the other one. So whatever you pop, probably show you with just the one. So you've got the one tag that you've got in with the crossed section. So if you close it, turn it round, open it up that way, it magically flips over to that side. So it's over to the where you've got the vertical ribbon. So again, if you close it again, open it up the other way, it's back over this side, over the crisscross side. If anyone would like, a lot of the videos I saw online, they're quite difficult to understand, and it took me a while to get my head around them, and they are very fiddly, but I have actually found a way to do it where, because I have problems with my fingers and my hands with arthritis and other problems, so I had problems trying to hold the things together while I was trying to get the ribbons fixed. But I did find a trick to doing it that it wasn't actually, it was a lot easier in the long run. So I thought that was quite a neat little project to do in itself. As I say, that would be lovely to do for if you've got any children. You could actually do that as a Christmas gift voucher or money. If you want to pop them any money in for Christmas or birthdays, pop it in there, give it them, and then that's a neat little trick. Okay, so that's the journal page, Lynn. I hope that is, you're actually going to fit it into your journals. I really had fun doing this because, as I say, this is my favourite time of the year, and my favourite theme is shabby chic. So I really had a lot of fun with this one. Now with the templates, because I had a lot of questions about the templates. I will link Genevieve's links in the description with the kits that I actually used. The kits, if you just have to excuse me, because I think they've just all fallen on the floor. That's what fell on the floor. There we go. Right, so the kits I used were, let me say, Everlasting Mini, and I used some of the pockets and the doors that I used was out of there. And I also, the envelopes that I used throughout the album, throughout the journal page, was from the Wanderlust and the Glassine bag template sets. Sorry about that, that's just... Okay, so when you print the templates off, oh, and I think she has at the moment, at the time of this video going up, she has a 20%, I believe it's 20% off her whole store. So any templates that you buy, as long as it's over $10, you get 20% off any of the templates that you have. So each template comes, you have a plain set which you can print off on any digital printed kit you have, or if you have any scrapbooking papers, you can cut them down to your 8.5 by 11 or your A4, whichever your printer size takes. So then you can literally pop that through. If you're doing a digital kit, print off your digital kit, backing paper, and then you pop it back through the printer and you print the template onto it. Or you can print them out and use them as like print a template out and trace around it and use it that way. I did it both for some of the things I did in the template. So if I just explain, so on the plain, that's what it comes out like. So all that will be printed off is basically, you get the lines will print off, so you just get the outline. And as I say, that's one that I'd said that there comes with this bows, the templates, or you can actually cut those out if you print them on the digital papers. That is one of the pockets that I used. So that, if you pop that through, so basically if you've got your print off, that's a backing paper from Stephanie's one of the Christmas kits. I printed green on one side and pink on the other. So then you pop it back through your printer once you've printed your sheet that you want, your backing paper, or you've cut out your paper from your scrapbooking papers that you've got, your design papers. Pop it through the printer and it will print the outline onto your papers. So then all you do then is, that way, you cut the pocket out, score along the tabs, and you stick it to your pocket. Each kit has inserts. Each kit also has mats. So then basically the mat, you print that out, trace round your paper that you want, your backing papers that you want on there, and that will fit. onto your pocket. They also come with inserts, so basically that you would print off your insert if you want it on plain paper, and then your mat out of design paper to go on the front, and that literally just slips into the pockets. So as you can see, those are both, that's how it comes off if you just print it on plain paper and you want to use it as a template. Pop it through on your backing papers and you have it ready to go. As I say, she has many kits. A lot of them, it's an actual full kit in itself. It's designed to do a whole album, an whole album. But I decided just to use elements out of it to fit onto my journal page, because they fit perfectly on an A5, like a folded A5 piece of paper. They make, you know, wonderful pockets and tuck spots. So yeah, I will pop all the links to the kits that I've used from My Porch Prints. There's quite a lot of the kits that I used, so I would just go for all of them because they all literally mix and match together. And I will put a link to the templates, the Genevieve kits that I've used. I'll also pop a link to the videos as well, so that you can check the videos, how they're used, how they should be used, or they were intended to be used. Okay, so thank you for watching, and if you have any more questions, please feel free to pop any questions in the comments and I will try my best to answer if I can. Okay, thank you for watching, and Lynn, I hope you like the page. Thank you, bye.